Yo, yo. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that I left you guys. Know I was what's groovy, everybody? What's groovy? What's going on, guys? Happy birthday, Janet Jackson. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. What's up, Sunflower? What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Just a random check-in, whenever I throw some makeup on, I gotta just come on here and talk to you guys so you can see some of the glow that's going on right here. So, yeah, I mean, I'm doing some videos, doing I got a little surprise for you guys. Some short, funny, but we're gonna bring some of the groovy vibes back to this channel, and it's gonna be awesome. So working on that right now and waiting for a couple things to happen before I proceed. Trying to figure out what I want to wear. This is a cool jacket, but what I'm doing right now is not necessary. But what's going on, Groovy Gang? Groovy Gang. Yup, we got the Glow Gang. I said Groovy Gang. Glow Gang. It's the Groovy community, but we got the Glow Gang in the building. You know what I'm saying? And quick check-in, guys. I'm gonna give you a little update what I've been up to lately, man. I know you guys haven't really seen me as active, and I haven't really been that active for the last few months. Obviously, quarantine. I'm not home. Obviously, I've said that before, but lately, guys, I just been taking more time to just like tap into myself and just get my body right, get my mind right, get my spirit right. Before I can continue on, with the projects I want to do, in order to, in order to be able to produce and keep constantly, doing what I do, you got to be in the right state of mind. You got to be locked in. And, life just comes at you so crazy. Sometimes you just you don't have enough. I ain't gonna say you have enough glow, but sometimes your glow gets a little cluttered. So you gotta cleanse. You gotta cleanse your aura. You gotta cleanse your spirit. You gotta cleanse out all the negative stuff that does not matter in this world, and just kind of tune into what you really want to do. So lately, guys, I've been working out every day, trying to get my body right. Um, oh, thank you, Rose. Thank you, Rose, baby. Appreciate it. I've been working out every day, trying to get my body right, trying to get my stomach right. I'm just trying to stay healthy. I'm getting older, so I'm not the young. I ain't the young boy Trapson that I used to be, and I'm almost 30, so I'm 30. But yeah, so now I gotta just make sure, like, physically, you can't just wake up anymore and just live life. You gotta wake up, you gotta make sure you eat the right things, you gotta make sure I always tell you guys, drink lots of water, make sure you alkaline up all the time. um what else? Exercise every morning. I get up, I meditate. First thing I do, I get up, drink a little bit of water, maybe have a smoothie or something, and I go meditate and just lock in on, like, just myself and what matters, and tapping into that higher dimension, where all the glow comes from. Oh, thank you, Escape. Appreciate it, man. And I noticed that um, subconsciously I was letting a lot of things that don't really matter kind of enter my world and kind of affect my mood. And what I mean, kind of, we as humans, we do that. We just, something happens, we react to it. So now I'm just like, all right, well, if something happens, if it doesn't really affect me, or it's not really make me lose any money or any sleep, there's no point in giving it any of my attention or my energy. So that's what I've been up to lately, guys. Exercise, eating healthy, um, meditation, and just growing spiritually. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a new era, it's a new time. Things are really weird right now in the world. So I had to take some days and just, what I mean, because I can't be right. How Trapson gonna be right if I ain't right? You feel me? So, you know, I have to make sure that all the glow is protected. And oh, thank you, Camry, thank you, appreciate it. You got to make sure your glow is protected, guys. Sometimes we don't realize that our glow is being interfered with things that happen in the world. Um, that's why I believe it's good to meditate. It's good to just take time to just do nothing, to lock in, to just the present moment, guys. We get so caught up in what's going to happen in the future. You get so caught up what's going to happen, what happened in the past. You get so caught up with what he or she is doing, and you kind of lose sight of like where you at in the present moment. So you got to make sure we always stay in the present moment and appreciate the present moment while it's happening. Because if you don't, if you're always worrying about what's going to happen in the future, in the past, your life's going to pass you by, and you're going to be thinking like, damn, I remember that time. I wish I'd appreciated more back then. When you can do that right now, is appreciate the present moment. Um, so that's where my mind and my energy has been lately. And I apologize if I haven't contributed that much to the Michael Jackson community as far as content. As you guys know, I went hard 4 straight years, uh, 4 years nonstop of content, videos, and giving my all to create stuff that I want to see as a Michael Jackson fan myself with the Trapson persona. So I just felt like a couple months is to myself, just to lock in and get myself right. What better time to do it than now, man? We're in quarantine. You really can't do much. Really can't go out much. So I took it as a time to just get back to myself. So, and another thing, I'm away from home, so I don't have my studio. I don't have like it's does hurt. I'm like I can't. It's a lot of songs I want to record. I can't record, and so. But I'm gonna do some videos today. I'm working on something. I'm bringing something back for you guys. A lot of people have been asking for. A lot of people requesting from the Glow King. I'm not gonna say it right now. When you see it, you're gonna see it. You know what I mean? It's fun. It ain't a big thing. Like, it's not a big production music video. It's not no EO. It's not no Panther. Ain't no Billie Jean like that or anything. But it's gonna be funny. It's gonna matter. It's gonna put smiles on your face once again. It's gonna bring back that feeling you might have first. Some of you guys who've been watching me for 4 years. It's gonna bring back that nostalgic feeling of Trapson when I first came out. So it's always good to go back and revisit. Hey Rose, thank you again. You said, and your hair as well is on point. Thank you, Rose. I appreciate you, sweetie. Thank you for all the support you always continue to show me. All my pages. What's up, Milwaukee Jackson? You said you have a glove right off Michael Jackson's hand, NYC. You do. I want to see it. That'd be a dope thing to see. Awesome. What's up, Sunflower? Who else do we got in here? Let me just see who's all up in here. We got what's up, Maggie? We got Sweet Berry. We got Purple and Black. What's up, Angie Ray? Hey, Angie. We got Hey, Angel Eyes. Thank you for all the love. You always, support me on Instagram. I see you guys. If you're not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me there. It's Michael Trapson Official. Is a check mark there, so that way it's me. And I'm sorry if you guys do follow me on Instagram. I haven't really been as active. Like I said, ever since this Corona thing happened, ever since we've been quarantined, ever since all of this. Rose again, thank you, baby. Thank you. You said eyeliner. Thank you, sweetheart. You're balling today. Thank you. Camry, thank you again. You said I love your buttons. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's groovy, right? So like I said, ever since this quarantine thing happened, ever since everybody's been on lockdown. It's been like I feel like the internet has been very cluttered. Like a lot of people, it's just a lot of people been uploading. It's like so like before all this is it's okay. You had like it wasn't so much content on the internet. So I feel like it's been so much on YouTube, so much on Instagram. There's a lot of things that's been thrown into my face, and intuitively I don't really care about it. Like I feel bad, but it's just how I feel. Like I don't. It doesn't serve my purpose. And serve it just so it kind of just becomes clutter. Like I said, guys, it just kind of gets overwhelming with all the stuff that's going on in the world. Oh, thank you again, Rose. You just bored. You just spending money, huh, baby? Just dropping money, huh? I appreciate you so much, sweetie. Um, like I said, it was just so much going on, and but it's also a good thing for the MJ community. Like a lot of people are putting dance videos out, TikToks. It's just so much going on, guys, and I'm like, man, like not saying I can't keep up, but just like it's just so much, and for me, I don't know what, yeah, I don't know where I stand sometimes and what what I'm doing. So That's why I just sit back, I step back, and I just think and just do nothing, you know, because when you're trying to search for the answers, is sometimes it gets scattered. It's like a thought, you know. You sometimes you close your eyes and you're trying to picture something, and sometimes it's hard for you to grasp what it is. But most of the time, the best things come to you when you just when you just sit back and relax, and then now you get a bright idea that pops in your head because you're not trying so hard. So now I'm just cooling out and just analyzing and basically just reflecting on this journey I've been on, and just all the people that I may have inspired or I've connected with or whatever. Just reflection, from the last 4 years. So I've been reflecting a lot last few months, where I've been on where I've been doing and where I've been going. So and I realized last year was a really hectic year for me, guys. I did a lot of work, a lot of editing last year, last couple years. Trap CEO was a lot of work, guys. I don't think you guys really understand. And I'm really mad because I was working on a behind the scenes for EO I'm trying to get finished, but I'm not at my workstation at home, so it's been neglected for a couple months. But I wanted just to show you guys all the work that I did put in, all the work that me and my team put in uh, for that. Thank you, Milwaukee Jackson. You said Michael Jackson signed. You got a glove signed by MJ in Madison Square Garden. That's fire. That's fire. Definitely. If you got Instagram, send me that on Instagram. I want to see it. I want to check it out. But like I was saying, these little lights died so quick. But like I was saying, guys, I just sat back and like I said, Trapson, I did a lot of work on that. It was overwhelming. I ain't gonna lie, it was a lot of work. It was overwhelming. It burnt me out a bit because I did all the editing myself. So I wanted a break. And then after Trapson, what did we do? We did the Pepsi John. We did Panther last year. We did F Wade last year. We did a lot last year. We went to the Jacksons house, met the Jacksons. You know what I'm saying? So last year was pretty busy. And sometimes, like I said, not being totally invested into the present, I'm not even like I'm there, but my mind is everywhere. So I'm like, damn, I didn't really get to soak in a lot of moments that I did because I was so just trying to get it done and trying to move on from one project to the next. I'm not even really sitting back and appreciate. I'm just trying to get it out so you guys can watch it. So you know. So that's where that's at, I mean that's where I've been cooling out. I haven't been going as hard lately because we only human, and you only got you got so much energy to give. You gotta take time to give it to yourself. Thank you guys, appreciate. Did I miss a super chat? Thank you again, Rose. Thank you, baby. You're the best. Terry, thank you for that Glow Nation. Appreciate that. The Glow Nation. Bless you, cuz. Thank you guys, thank you. I mean, we got 235 people, and that's dope. That's dope on a humbug. I ain't promote this or nothing. We just came on here to talk. So and that's sometimes, huh? Sometimes you just gotta you know me. I'm more of a spontaneous dude. I don't really like planning too many things. I like just throwing it out there. Like that's how my videos started popping anyway. It was spontaneous. It wasn't like we're gonna do this. It was just like, okay, I'm just gonna do it, put it out. Whatever happens, happens, and it reached where it reached, and that's why we got you guys here right now, watching me right now. So, yeah. Rose, go to sleep. You keep spending money, baby. Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah. So what was we talking about before? We was talking about meditation. Oh yeah, so I think I might want to I might get into the ASMR game. I don't know, when I get back home, do some Trapson meditation videos because I know a lot of people, and there's no offense to anybody that may be in here right now, but I know a lot of people in the MJ community or some of my followers. Some people suffer from anxiety, depression, maybe PTSD. I said PTSD. Did I say it right? I said PTSD or PS. Is that how you say it? PTSD. I said it right. Yeah. So people. I mean, people might be sick, mentally ill, or whatever, or just just anxious all the time. So sometimes what's better to calm down than a smooth and relaxing Trapson meditation on style video. So maybe I'll work on that. It's been calling me lately because that's what I've been into lately. Just meditating and getting your aura right, getting your glow right. You gotta glow up, guys. You can't just go through life and just never charge up. Like, you can't just be on your cell phones all day, just checking your phones, constantly being a slave to your phone, checking for updates, checking for notifications, checking on uploads, and what I mean, just scrolling through timelines. That shit takes a toll on your brain, guys, without you even knowing it. You become a slave, a mental slave to social media. So sometimes you just gotta take. And I'm not saying just neglect your phone. I'm just saying, like, you know use your phone when it's necessary. Don't, like, when you go to the bathroom. Like, yeah, man, you don't need your phone to go to the bathroom. When you eating, you don't need your phone when you eating. You feel me? You just, yeah, when you sleeping, you don't need your phone when you sleeping. You just turn your phone off sometimes. And I swear, when I start doing that, I'm able to think more clearly. I'm able to, like, appreciate, like, when I get on my phone now. Okay, I'm gonna check what's going on now. You feel me? Now I'm excited. But if I'm always checking my phone, I'm never excited about what I'm seeing on Instagram, because I was just so much. I'm always on there. So you gotta take a break, and so you can you know, appreciate these things. Ta. Ugh. Nah, but straight up, guys, straight up. All right, thank you, Maggie, and thank you, Milwaukee, for the glow nations. Appreciate you guys. Yes, we are gonna keep shining all day. Yep, 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 yep. Yeah, guys, and I'm not trying to, like I said, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I ain't trying to burst your bubble. If you love being on the gram, you love being online, or if it doesn't bother you, whatever, do your thing. But I just, as you know, this is my personal experience. That's why I'm taking my time to fall back. Fall back a bit, Mike. You understand? I should probably put my phone on the charger. Yeah, but guys, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you don't have to go cold turkey. It's like addiction, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to, um like I said, you don't have to stop doing. I'm not saying don't go online, guys. Obviously, there's is so much good information online. Like I said, I wouldn't be able to connect with you guys without being online right now. I'm just saying, just do it moderately. Don't be a slave to technology. Don't be, especially now, because this is a real test now, since we're all in the house and we're bored. But this is also the perfect time to just tap into, just go back to yourself, like, you know what I mean. And you trying to tell you guys, just tap back into yourself. Yep, yep. We gonna yeah, guys. That's kind of what I'm trying to contribute now to the community. I've done all the videos. I did that. I'm still got more to come. Obviously, I'm not. I'm probably never gonna be done until I'm dead or something. I don't know, but or until just I just don't love it no more. But and oh, thank you, Rose, again. You said someone asked if your nose is real. I mean, you see it, don't you? So it's a nose.
Nice question.
Can't come off. um, what was I talking about? Oh, I was talking about, just, yeah, like I said, guys, just making sure your glow is right. Got to charge up. Michael Jackson had to step back too. He couldn't just go ham 100% on limelight. No, he got to chill, man. He got to fall back and write some music, create.
Chill out, really.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta cool. Like, you gotta embrace the moment. You gotta embrace, what's been given to you. So I've taken a lot of time reflecting, and just sat back and I really looked at my catalog of music and videos, and I really appreciate the fact that I'm able to do this, and continue to do this and make a living off being a Michael Jackson fan, and just creating something that, as a Michael Jackson fan, I want to see. You feel me? So I appreciate, you guys watching me and stuff. Um, so yeah, like I said, what inspires me or to do the job is probably what inspires everybody who tributes Michael Jackson, is that you just can never get enough Mike. you can never get too much MJ. So, and like I said, there ain't too many guys doing my era, the Victory era, Thriller era. Ain't too many people doing that. So, or trying to perfect it, or trying to just bring back that look, that magic. So, I mean, I'm gonna do it myself. And I'm gonna add some glow to it. We're gonna do some videos. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna bring back iconic moments like Prince and Mike, all that stuff. So, uh, So yeah, guys, that's just that. Yeah, and it's not about becoming Michael Jackson. There would never be. We already know there would never be another Michael Jackson. Obviously, he came, he lived his life, he left a amazing legacy behind for all of us to cherish and appreciate and continue on. So now we just continuing on the legacy, because without us, being a Michael Jackson fan will be depressing. And I'm pretty sure all you guys felt that void, or that depression when he passed. So this is us holding it down, is just filling in that void in a beautiful way. You know what I mean? And it's a way that Michael Jackson would have wanted, because Michael Jackson loved people who just shared the love of his music, the love of his dance, his look. He just loved people that admire him. So we're gonna keep that going. And everybody does it in their own way. Pop six.
Mike.
Yeah, guys. And if a lot of young people out there, don't be afraid to don't be afraid of being a Michael Jackson fan, because I know a lot of people get teased, because of the stuff that Michael Jackson had to go through. Don't be afraid. Look, remember, this is your life, guys. This is your life. You can like what you want to like. You can not like what you don't want to like. No, don't let nobody's opinion influence yours. Make sure you have a backbone. Make sure, what I'm saying. You tapped in. That's why I say That's why I say meditation is good. Tapping into what you really like, and sometimes the things you think you like, what I'm saying, you don't really like that shit, because, oh, excuse my language, you don't really like it because you just think you like it because you saw it. What I'm saying, or you saw somebody else had it, but you might not like it for yourself. So, it's good to just be one with yourself. Again. All right, cuz. I'll let you, man. I'll see you tomorrow.
Right.
Pop six at work. Drop 9. Scout 8.
Ugh.
Second. No.
Okay. Bus 6.
Bus 6.
Oh,
So yeah, guys, and like I said, I've been I might I have a separate page where I just post just all about me, and just not even about traps or anything. It's just all me, and I've had the millions of views. I've had all the validation. I had all the admiration. I've had all the celebrities and all that stuff. Still get that. That's fine. I love that. I appreciate that 100%. Love that. But sometimes it could be a bit much. It does take a toll on you. All that attention does take a toll. So that's why sometimes I just step back and just appreciate just life without all that all that admiration. And I'm sorry if you guys I might let you guys down for not being as active, but you gotta put yourself first before you can give yourself to the world. And that's why I take my time away and I come back and I feel awesome. I feel great. If I'm always over here, there's no point. But when I come back, it's a thing. It means something. You feel me? Like I'm coming because I'm doing it because I want to do it. I'm here because I want to exist. I want to show. I'm not just here because I gotta be here, because if I don't be here, it ain't gonna be popping my video. Like that's called being a slave. You're a slave to social media, and that's not what I want to be. And I kind of felt like I was the first couple of years, because the first couple of years of me doing this, I was always just trying to catch up to just. Like when I first made the video, I said, already I gotta have a video up next week. I gotta have a video up. This is 2016, guys. So like putting a video out every week was okay. Now social media has changed, algorithm has changed. They want creators to put videos out damn near every day. And I just can't do that. So I spent the first couple years just trying to be consistent, putting stuff out at least every week, every couple weeks. Thank you, Rose, again, baby. There's a spider on my head. A spider? Whatever. Okay. So, like I said, guys, it's all about just tapping back in and making sure you don't get too overwhelmed. So yeah. Oh, y'all trying to play me. What you looking for?
the mask?
Oh, snap, your mask. It's not in here? What's this? Oh, that's candy and shit. Oh no.
It's all good.
Oh, is that right there? Yeah.
Alright.
Alright, cuz. So, Rose, you asked where Janet Trapson's at, Rose. There's no Janet Trapson right now. There's no Janet Trapson. There's no Latoya Trapson. You know, it's just me right now, guys. And that's another thing I kind of want to dive into briefly a little bit. I know you guys haven't seen me with a lot of my team that I usually work with. Well, certain people from my camp are not around anymore. And there's no malice or anything. There's no hard feelings or anything. But some people you just move on from, and not everybody's meant to be in your life forever. So, if you saw people, not name any names, but if you seen people that might have been on my channel before, or people may have worked with in the past, and if you don't see them on my channel no more, respectfully, I ask you guys to not spam me or ask where's this person at. If you don't see them on my page for X amount of years or months, then it's for a good reason. So, and it's better that way. Can you um you say hair clip is bugging? What's going on? You talking about this? You talking about this? Or what are you talking about? This? I'm not worried about that. Whatever. That's minor stuff. All right, yeah, guys, and time. And one thing, guys, you know, uh, time, man, it just moves so quick. Like, I can't believe it's been 4 years. 4 years ago, was it May? Yeah, 4 years ago today, I was yeah, around this time 4 years ago, I think I just came back from San Antonio. We just did the Billie Jean and I Dad video. Yeah, around this time 4 years ago, Billie Jean and I Dad, the official video was finished and uploaded. Um, and I can't believe it's been 4 years. Like, it felt like that was just like, felt like it was just yesterday. Time has passed. The time has come and time has gone. So you gotta appreciate all the time that you have here on this earth, guys. And I'm speaking to a lot of the younger people. I know the older ones, you understand, because as you get older, time just feel like it just flies by. And people always tell you that when you're younger. You're like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm living life. I'm 14. I'm 15. This is, 10 years from now is forever. It's going to take forever. No, it's not. 10 years, it goes by quick, guys. Especially, um, especially if you're not really locked into the moment, So once again, guys, maybe some of the things I'm saying right now might maybe going over your head. Maybe you're not understanding, but maybe one day it'll click in, or whatever. Maybe it's not the time, and and that's one thing. Me being spiritual, more spiritual nowadays, is that I understand that you can't just try to force everybody to be spiritual. You can't try to force your beliefs on people, because that's just not right. Everybody has their time. Everybody has a time to glow. So everybody has their time of awakening, and some moments are different from others. 85, Shimon. Yeah, guys, we cool now. You guys are really active today, guys. I appreciate all the love in here, man. And like I said, guys, I've taken my time during meditation and just getting back to what I love, and like I said, and Trapson's definitely one of the things I love doing. And you sometimes forget you love doing it because you do it so much, and too much of anything, it could be a bad thing. If you dance too much, you're gonna pass out. If you eat too much, you're gonna get overweight. If you don't eat enough, you're gonna become anorexic. Drink too much water, you're gonna drown. You feel me? So, you gotta, it's too much of anything, or too much singing, you strain your voice. Too much of anything can be bad, you know. So that's why that's why like I said, you gotta rebalance and regroup, and like I said, this quarantine has definitely showed me that, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Whatever I feel deeply about and passionately about, I always like to share. I'm a really I'm a really expressive person when it comes to when I feel something. If I feel something, I want to talk. I want to get it out. I don't want to hold it in. Oh, let me see. Let me see my batteries. I might have to charge my phone. I'm actually pretty good. Sorry, I'm actually pretty good on my phone, but I do need to charge this light because it's dying on me. I don't have my lights. I don't have my ring lights. I'm just so. And that's another thing. I've said this since the beginning. If anybody who's been following me or seen my lives like early on in the game, like my when I used to be on Facebook just acting crazy, um, uh, I've always said you gotta appreciate anybody that supports me that understands where I come from, what I do, because like I said, you gotta be humble because it could all be taken away from you tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And not saying everything was taken away from you, but Corona, I'm not home. I don't have any Michael Jackson jackets. Well, I have. It's not mine. It's my cousin's Billie Jean jacket, but I don't have any of my. I don't have any of my outfits. It's like I'm seeing everybody doing TikToks of Michael Jackson and recreating moments. I'm like, that's what I used to. That was what I did. I did it before TikTok. Obviously, it was, and I did with my own voice. I worked harder. No offense, I'm saying, but that's basically what my mo doing. Going back into recreating classic moments of Michael Jackson. I'm like, damn. Okay, TikTok is a little bit easier because you don't really got to say. You can just lip sync over Michael Jackson. Okay, cool. That'd be fun to do. I have the Grammys outfits. I have all the stuff in those eras. Why not just do that? But I can't do it because I don't have none of my outfits. So, you know, what are you gonna do? So. Like I don't even have my I don't have my Billie Jean socks. I don't have. Like I said, I came out here. I was only supposed to be here for excuse me. I was only supposed to be here for a week. I was only supposed to leave for a week. I was gonna come back, but then, like I said, I was. It wasn't like my flight got canceled or anything like that. My flight was on time. I was supposed to go. I had my bags packed, ready to go to the airport to go back home, and but instead, I said, you know what? I don't want to risk like catching this shit. I don't want to risk catching it and getting somebody else sick. And you just never know. So that's why I decided to stay here because where I'm at, Corona cases are pretty low. Even though I'm not, I believe it's more. This whole quarantine is just really more propaganda, for real. But I just didn't want to chance it, just in case. You know what I'm saying? There's too many people dying right now, so there's a lot of elderly people dying. So I didn't want to risk getting anybody sick. I didn't want to risk getting my parents sick or my cousins or family. I didn't want to risk. Cause I'm flying. I'm flying all over the country. I was gonna go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Like I was supposed to do all this stuff, and I had to just chill out. So, but I wanted to come down here because it was my cousin's birthday, so that's why I came down. And so I've been here for like 2 months, guys, and like I said, I've been taking my time just to get me right, get the foundation right. Hey, Andre Espejo vlogs. Thank you, brother. Thank you. 25. Thank you, man. Um, like I said, guys, you gotta make sure your foundation is right. If anything, if you're an artist, if you're a dancer, if you're a musician, you can't do a show. You can't go into the studio with the off vibe. You know what I mean? You gotta clear your mind, and I'm trying to tell you, clear your mind from any problems you may think you have um, in this world. Or you might be depressed or whatever. But those just emotions. Emotions come and go. So it's good to not be stuck in these emotions. But I'll try to talk more about that when we do our peaceful meditation videos. You guys, I think, will definitely appreciate. Yeah, guys. So and nobody's perfect, guys. Like I said, like you're not gonna always be happy. Like I said, it's yin and yang, guys. It's yin and yang. It's about having a balance. There is no good without bad. So you're gonna go through things in life. It's gonna depress you. It's gonna knock you off your feet. Pun intended. It's gonna knock you off balance, but and it's okay to go to that place, but don't live there, guys. If something happens in your life and it throws you off course a little bit, like just analyze, see the emotion, feel the emotion, go through it, but don't become the emotion. Don't become a depressing person. You might feel depression, but don't become it. You feel me? You might feel it, but don't become it. Anything negative, don't become. The only thing you want to become is groovy. You feel me? If you're a dancer, you want to become the dance. If you're a musician, you want to become the music. You know what I'm saying? If you're an artist, you want to fully immerse yourself into the picture. You want to become the picture. Because those things are external things in life that serves your soul's purpose. You feel me? So we do a lot of things subconsciously, guys, that do not resonate with our soul purpose. You know, and people try to tell me, well, you talking all this purpose. Hey, oh, excuse me. Thank you, Jesus Mesquita. Thank you, man. You said when you got the flow, you got the glow. You're right. When you got the glow, your body knows when you got the glow. I feel you. Yes, exactly, exactly. Um, um, like I was saying, subconsciously, guys, we do things or allow things to enter our lives that do not serve our overall purpose. And people try to tell me that, oh, how can you say that? You're dressing like another man. I'm like, yeah, but that's just one aspect. You talking about my life. Your life is not just one thing. This is one aspect of my life. It's a great aspect. It's a groovy aspect. I love it, and I mean, I love it because I love Michael Jackson, and um, uh, another thing was a part of me was afraid to dive in spiritually. Thank you again, as Aquaman 25. You said send a love from Philly. Hey man, respect to Philly. That's my hometown. Love Philly. Can't wait to get back there. Thank you, brother. Um, um, uh, couple was a few. What's the we in May? So about 4 months ago, I did something. I dived in really, really deep into my third eye subconsciously, and that's something I've done this before when I was like 20. This is a while ago. So I'm talking about 2010. So, um, and I was always afraid because I dove deep there and I wasn't ready for that, and I was seeing things within myself that scared me. So after becoming Trapson, I was, requested to dive back in, like, tap back into your third eye. If you guys are following the third eye, tapping in. And I was afraid to see things about myself that I didn't want to see. I was afraid to see that, maybe Michael Trapson is a bad thing. I was afraid to see that, my subconscious is going to tell me to quit doing what I've worked so hard. I've worked a lot. Not even just Michael Trapson, just doing entertainment, period. I've been doing content for 10 years, since, yeah, I've been doing this, just creating something, you know what I mean, for 10 years. So I'm like, I don't want to, all this time I spent doing this, working this hard, to get where I'm at, and just to just give it away because of a subconscious thought. I was scared to tap in, So now, but when I actually say, you know what, I got nothing else to lose, Obviously, the way I'm thinking, the way I'm going about life is just not it for me. You feel me? So I tapped in and I realized, yo, I love doing what I do even more now. I love this. I love this. I love Michael Jackson. I love Michael Jackson. I think what I do is a great thing. And then to be able to have the respect and the validation, even though it's not everything, but it's everything from the Jackson family. They like what I do, even enough to invite me out, to spend time with them, at their home. Like, to me, that's everything. That means more than any viral video. That means more than, any kind of validation I get, off this, so to get the respect from the family of the man that we all love, and for them to say, yo, Mike would have loved that. You guys saw it last year. I can't believe that was over a year ago. Me talking to Brandy. That one, you see how quick time goes, guys? You gotta appreciate it while it's there. You gotta make sure you're trapped into the present moment. That was a good. That was cool, man. Like, that's cool. And I know they're just regular people, but I don't care. If you're a Michael Jackson fan, you know that means the world to you. So. How does Havenhurst compare to Neverland? I never been to Neverland, guys. You can't. Yeah, I don't. Okay, I don't. I guess I ain't got the plugs, or I just never been to Neverland yet. I'm gonna say yet, because I don't want to close it off. I still want to go. You can go to Neverland, but you can't go inside the gate. So You know, I've been to California a few times now. I never drove up there because I feel like, I'm not gonna just go for to just drive 3 hours down there just to not be able to get in. Like I want to go there and get in. But as far as Havenhurst, I'm not going to tell everything about it because that was personal to me. But what I can say is that the spirit of Michael Jackson is definitely there. Like you felt, like I said, you felt the magic between the family. They really do, and it's a shame that anybody who's ever badmouthed Michael or badmouthed the family saying they're crazy, like you don't know nothing. So those are great people. They're loving people. They carry this. They carry that aura, that Jackson's, that love, that they really wanted. They really wanted you to feel the love and feel the authentic magic that still resides over in that place, man. And you can, like I said, you can feel the aura, especially me being more tapped in spiritually, and like I'm so much more sensitive to people's energies now. So that's why certain people in this world, I just separate myself from, because my energy is like, I'm vibrating super high. I vibrate super high now, guys. Like a lot of my anxiety was gone. I don't care about what people think about me. I don't care if you think I'm a weirdo. I don't care if you think I'm ugly. I don't care about none of that, because I know that my soul is a beautiful soul. I know I've touched people in a positive way, and I influence people. You know what I mean? And I'm doing some good work here, and you guys are too. You guys are doing great work by being yourselves and being true to what you love in this world. So yeah. And yeah, guys, I've been rambling, guys, and I don't know. I'm just growing, guys. I'm not like people like we want the old, but it's like I'm not that younger dude anymore that was just coming on here. Just I used to come online, just troll people, just like what's up. Da, 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 da. I used to be doing that all the time. That was fun back then, but now it's like you gotta grow up and just be more stable, But when the time comes, I'll get that. I'll get that. I'll give you that. But I used to go live for hours just talking trash. You know what I'm saying? People would talk. I was inviting a lot of negative energy because, like, when you're like buzzing or whatever, you got a hot video out, or a hot little wave out. You don't care about um the feedback, whether it's negative or positive. Because, I mean, of course, you want it to be more positive, but that comes with negative too. You got both. Your videos going out there because you have all these opinions. Everybody's watching it. But now I'm at the point now where that doesn't really serve me no more. I want to focus and lock in on anything that's positive. Anything that makes anything that releases a lot of dopamine from my brain. That's what I want to lock in on, but not too much though, because too much. Like I said, too much of something, too much of anything could be bad, guys. So, and that's why, yeah, exactly. Who said somebody said positive vibrations? Yes, sunflower. Yes, exactly. And that's why last year I made the Pepsi video, because like I said, I've been wanting to do Pepsi. I've been wanting to do the Pepsi remake since I started. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you guys know who this guy is named Peter Modani. You may know, if you're deep in the MJ community, you may know who Peter Modani is. He sent me a bunch of Pepsi cans. I told him I wanted to do it, you know what I mean? But I never did it because it wasn't right. I didn't have the right tools. I didn't even have the right formula. I didn't even know what I wanted to do. I just wanted to redo it. I just want to remake the video as me in Trapson. I want to do it my own way. Maybe add some funny stuff in. I didn't know what I wanted to do yet, and I'm glad that I wasn't giving them tools yet, because I wanted to flip it and make it about drinking healthy water, telling kids drink water. So, and I'm so happy that video got almost 3 million views. I didn't think it was gonna do that. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, we're gonna put this out. It's gonna maybe do a couple 100,000 maybe at best, because not a lot of people know this. But I'm like, but then I put it out. Everybody's like, yo, we know this commercial. This is one of the best Pepsi commercials ever. So now this video has been seen by almost 3 million people. It's one of the highest viewed videos on my channel. It got more views. It surpassed Trap CEO, and Trap CEO came out first. It surpassed a lot of my videos because that video was made with love. You know what I'm saying? Down to from the opening shot, like just some nice summer day, to the part where you see in the video where I'm like walking across the shop, and I'm in a vegan shop. I'm in a healthy restaurant, vegan food, and they let me shoot there, obviously for free, and they love what I do, And it was good energy, good vibrations is always good where I'm going. And I got my family to be a part of it. I got my little cousins. I wanted to do something nice for my family. Thank you, Cameron. You said MJ tribute people need to be more like you, down to earth. Yeah, yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'll get back. I'll get to that in a second. Um, yeah, like I wanted to do something, and this is something I've always said to myself, even before I was Trapson. Before like I said, if I get some type of lane, if I get popping, if I get to start being able to be successful with whatever I love doing, I want to bring my family involved. I want to bring the people close to me. I want to inspire. You know what I mean? And like I want to do something like as if like if I'm a little kid and I have a cousin or uncle like that's doing something great, I want to be a part of that. You feel me? So I wanted to make sure that my little cousins were involved with it. My family was involved. I had my whole family out there. It was a good day, man. It was a lot of love put into that video, and I'm glad it did. I'm glad it's doing the number because it goes up every day. I'm glad it's doing the number that it's doing. So another thing was back what I was saying. Back to the positivity. Back. Oh yeah. While funny story. While we were on set of the Pepsi video, my cousin he pulled me to the side. He was like, "Yo, cuz yeah, I mean, it's a great thing what you're doing here, man. It's funny because he's older than me. He's about, I think he may have about 20 years or something like that. Or maybe 20, maybe 15 years, something like that. Anyway, he said, "Yo, man, when we were kids, we all remember this commercial. We remember the Pepsi commercial. We remember when it came out, and we were kids. We all everybody. You a kid in the 80s. You want to be cool, Michael Jackson. Every kid want to be in that commercial in the 80s. So." He was like, "You made the commercial. I mean, we saw his commercial as kids, and now you're remaking it with our kids." And it was like, "That's dope." And that was like one of the things that stood out to me the most at that shoot was him telling me that he's like, "Yo, you're recreating something we saw as a kid, and you're using our kids. It's like we're getting to live out, our dreams as a kid through our own kids." I'm like, "Yo, I didn't even think about it like that till you mentioned it, but that makes a lot of sense." Um, so yeah, so I was like, "Yo, I'm happy I'm doing this." You know what I'm saying? And obviously that's my MO. I put humor in there, but it's also some real truth in there too, guys. You got to make sure you're drinking healthy. Like, yo, how you think my face is glowing right now? I've been glowing every day. It ain't from drinking soda. It ain't from snacking down on candy all the time. I might mess up. I'm a human. I slip up. I have candy here and there. But you see me on my lot, cherries, oranges, fruits. You feel me, guys? Would they what they do trap Miami in here? What's up? What up? What up, man? Thank you. What's who that? G Firm. Thank you, man. And we got Saken Talks. You're so talented. I'm happy to discover you. I share with everyone. Are you doing it on your own music again? Yes, of course. Only reason, like I said, sweetie, only reason why I'm not doing any music currently right now is because I'm not home at my studio. I don't have nothing to make music here. So I can write music all day, but I don't. I just don't. It's the universe is telling me that slow down, don't record, just chill. You know what I'm saying? So, because when I go back, I'm gonna be a monster. Excuse me. But like I said, guys, the glow don't come. The glow don't come from drinking, eating and drinking things that's not natural to the human body. You feel me? You gotta drink water. That's what your body. You need this. Stop drinking coffee, soda. Like I said, I'm not saying coffee is bad, but too much of it, when you rely on coffee every day, every morning, you're basically telling your body that your natural body, that body that God bless you with, that's perfect for you, you're telling your body that it cannot serve you and operate without that caffeine. And then that's where addiction comes. Bad habits create addictions. So that's why I say, guys, you gotta be moderate with the things you intake, and that goes for the things you watch on TV too. I used to be somebody who always had a TV on. I've always watched all the shows, Jerry Springer, Maury, a lot of negative stuff. Watched a lot of negative movies. Now I don't watch TV anymore. If I see TV on, I turn it off. I don't want to watch it because that's programming. You're programming to think something that I don't want to think. I don't want to watch that. I didn't think to watch this crazy show. That has nothing to do with me. It doesn't serve me. I'm not learning anything. It's not educational. It's just a bunch of garbage. And you don't realize that when you're young because you're just being entertained. You're watching something that's funny, dopamine releasing from your brain, whatever. You're not even paying attention. You don't care. But as I got older, I'm like, yo, this stuff is negative. You know what I'm saying? I don't like this at all. Hey, thank you, Volcano. Thank you, man. You said thank you, Trapson, for your thank you for your hard work and dedication. Yes, thank you, man. And I appreciate those comments when you say thank you for your hard. I've the videos I've done. There might be little funny little comedic videos, but a lot of them I put a lot of hard work into, guys. I'm talking about like researching. Like I've spent hours, even something as simple as the Michael Jackson home video, hours online. Looking for the right sweater, looking for the right badge to put on. You know what I mean? The badge on the red sweater, like stuff like that to make it myself. You know what I mean? Hours. Pepsi commercial. You know what I'm saying? They don't make the shirt that he was wearing underneath that black and white Pepsi jacket. I had to make that myself. You feel me? They don't make that. You know what I mean? You have to do it yourself. You gotta you gotta put work in. You gotta put hard work in. If you want to see something done, you gotta put hard work in. And that's what I did with Trapson and Yo. Like, a lot of my videos, I'm so obsessed with seeing the end result that I would do whatever it takes to get it done. You feel me? I was met with so many challenges with Traps and Yo, guys. Man, I'll talk about it more when I do the behind the scenes, but like when the first day of us shooting Trap, no, second day shooting Traps and Yo, I wanted to quit, guys. I ain't gonna lie. I was on set, things were not going right. We run out of time. I spent a lot of money on location, the dance. We only got like half of what we need to get done, to finish the video. And the only thing I could think was, and then my jacket was my jacket wasn't lighting up. I had a lot of challenges, a lot of problems. My ex-girlfriend at the time, she was going through something with her family. It was it was a chaotic moment. And, you know, I was so not I was not there, guys. So you can see it on my face and some of the taking shot. I was not happy. I was mad. It was not going right. But I stuck in there. I got it through. I pushed through. And that's why it took a long time, guys. It's not easy. You feel me? These videos are not easy. Like Trapson Yo is not easy. Panther is not easy to do it the way I did it. You feel me? And I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just being honest. And I'm saying like this stuff. It could be challenging. Like greatness comes with, to be great. It comes with a challenge. So, especially when you're trying to like tribute the greatest person, the greatest entertainer in the world, like you're jumping up a high pedestal there, buddy. So you gotta come with it. You feel me? So, and I've only been doing this for a couple of years. It ain't like I've spent my whole life being a tribute artist. I'm kind of fairly new to the game, and I'm new to the game, and I've surpassed a lot of my peers, a lot of people that has been in the game for a while. And some people, they don't like me for that. That's why I get haters, because they mad that they've been doing this for a long time. I come up out of nowhere with a brand new idea, brand new look on it, brand new take on it. You know what I'm saying? They're mad at me because I'm just doing something they didn't do yet, or they didn't do. So like I said, jealousy, man, is a hell of a thing, guys. So make sure you don't caught up, you don't catch it, you don't get yourself caught up in things that make you jealous. Like if you see somebody, what I mean, made some money, or somebody popped on the video, you should be happy for everybody. Never be mad at somebody else's success. And that's why, and I think that's where a lot of my friendships and relationships have ended throughout the last last 4 or 5 years, is because people are envious of you without them even knowing. And and they may love you, they may love what you do, they might be your friend, but they might hate the way people love you. I'm gonna repeat that. People don't know they're jealous because they may rock with you, they may support you, they may respect you, but they can't stand the way people treat you. They can't stand the love that other people give you, and because they want it for themselves. So that now they mad at you because they're not getting what they want. But they don't understand that the love I get for what I do, I work for that. You feel me? I don't work a regular job, guys. You feel me? I do this. This is fun for me. This not even work for me. This is having fun. And you get paid to do it, and it's fun, and there's nothing wrong with that. You feel me? It's like a tribute artist on a tribute show. They get paid to perform. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously I got other ways to make money. Obviously, it's not the only way. It's not my only way. I'm not saying it's my only income. Obviously, you know what I'm saying, but this is one of my ways to make income, and it's fun. You feel me? So, why not? why? And you feel me? And the people are like, whoa, how can you be a fan if you making money off Michael Jackson? Put it this way: if I upload a video on YouTube, Michael Jackson related, and if I don't monetize it, guess who that money's going to? It's going to It's going to YouTube. It's going to a corporation that has nothing to do with Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? They're getting the money. Somebody's gonna get paid. Either way, whether I get paid or not, whatever, somebody's getting paid off your content. You feel me? So you have to remember that, guys. So people say, I'm doing it for the love. Well, guess what? Somebody else is getting paid off of your content, off of your love. The love you want to give out, somebody else is getting paid that has nothing to do with Michael Jackson or what anything Michael Jackson stood for. You feel me? So don't ever feel bad into not getting paid for what you want to do. But no matter what it is, as long as your heart is in it and you're positive about it and you love it, there's no don't worry about that. It doesn't really serve a purpose. And plus, for the things I want to do, you know me, I'm crazy, guys. I love crazy projects. Like you think I'm gonna do trap? You think Trapson EO is gonna get done for love? You know what I'm saying? You think people gonna come up to that just for love? You think outfits gonna get made for love? You think equipment, cameras, effects, editing, makeup, costumes, all that, locations, warehouses? You think that's gonna come by just for the love? No, costs money, guys. You know what I'm saying? Things cost money in this world, a lot of money. You know what I mean? Some things I want to do cost a lot of money, and fortunate enough to be able to do that. You know what I mean? And because I was fortunate to be able to come out the money I make off of what I love doing. I take that money right back and invest it right into my projects. So it's a cycle. You know what I mean? It's a cycle. So that's why I say I've always appreciated anybody that ever contributed to my channel, because you really are contributing to the channel. Contributing to me to glow up. You know what I'm saying? Hey, thank you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you guys. And I appreciate you guys for really appreciating me. You know what I'm saying? The real me. You know what I'm saying? Like me, my spirit. Obviously my videos are one thing, but it's like night and day for me talking on here than you seeing me on my content. Oh my God, guys, I'm gonna love you. I mean, you know how I talk on here, so in my videos. Or, oh my God, I just came for the girl. I'm not kissing your Converse. Stop playing these games. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, I'm an actor. You feel me? So, and that's another thing. We were talking about tribute. Like, you're an actor. Don't let nobody call you an impersonator. You're an actor. If you're able to, put that glove on, and put that hair on, put that makeup on, and play that role, you're an actor. You're an actor. You feel me, guys? So, you know what I mean? Don't let nobody belittle you and call you a tribute, just a regular tribute or impersonator or imposter. I'm an actor. I'm playing a role. I'm doing my job. I'm doing a good job at it too. So. So yeah, guys, and you know me, I'm gonna keep it real with you guys. I don't sugarcoat anything. I keep it 1,000 with you. I'm probably the only person in this community that's gonna keep it as real with you. You know what I mean? So, cause I don't care. You feel me? I'm not one of those tribute artists that be like, oh, guys, we're gonna do this like this. We're gonna sing "Stop the Love You're Saving" with your all. And yeah, guys, we're gonna just do this all day. And I love Michael. Michael's been part of my life since I was born. Talking like Michael Jackson, like they don't have their own voice. That's, you know what I mean? Come on, brothers. We gotta get it together. You know what I'm saying? That's not the move. That's when you start looking like you're mentally ill. You feel me? You can't even have your own voice. We get you on to look like Michael Jackson. It's a cool look, but like, you know what I mean? Like, be you a little more. Put more. Like, that's what makes a tribute better, when you're able to bring your own thing to it. You feel me? Like, bring your own aura to the tribute game. Bring your own glow. That's what I do. Cause you think my videos would have popped off as much as if I just did exactly what Michael Jackson did? People are like, oh, you're not being a good tribute. You're just taking it and flipping it and just doing, like, yeah, but you wouldn't even see me if I just did a regular video. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that's been done a million times. You have to think outside the box. You have to look at what everybody else is doing and think about, how can I do something different that's gonna stand out? And that's what I've done. And I stay in my own lane too. People be like, oh, I'm not in a nobody lane. Nobody can be in my lane. This is Trapson. This is my own community, my own era. Like this is not like any other tribute artist. You feel me? Because it's different. You know, what I mean, I might come in here and dance Billie Jean and want to be starting something, you know, for the fun. But that's not why. That's not why I shine at. I shine at doing my own thing, my own input on. I'm adding my own glow to the legacy of Michael Jackson. You feel me? So, and that's why you know. Prime example, Santana Jackson. You may have seen him. He went viral. He been going viral for like 2 years, being a wrestler on Michael Jackson. DDT, the He. Something different. You feel me? Michael Jackson's a wrestler. You know what I'm saying? We're expanding the legacy of Michael Jackson to different, you know what I mean? Different audiences. You know what I'm saying? We're expanding different audiences, guys. So like I said, guys, be creative. Don't let nobody stop your glow. Think positive. You know, respect yourself. You know, and love yourself. Learn to love yourself, guys. Remember to love who you are and what you do, and stand by it too, guys. Don't let nobody else tell you what you should be. Like, no, stand by have your own opinion. You know, like people don't even have their own opinion nowadays because they're worried about what's popular. That's why people will watch a video, and before they watch the video, they go to the comment section to see what people talking about in the comments before even generating their own opinion from what they just saw. I'm like, damn, you didn't watch it for yourself, or you want to see what everybody else talking about and go to the comment section. Now I've done this before too, but I've always made sure to make sure I like what I like because I like it. You feel me? So. You said I almost said think positive. I'm rambling, guys. Sometimes I talk really fast. I kind of mumble over my words because I want to get the thought out so quick, and I just want to get it out. You feel me? So yeah. So yeah, guys. I just want to give y'all some positive energy tonight, guys. I've been on a real powerful spiritual journey. You know, I'm glad I haven't been around to tell you every step because I feel like it's more fulfilling when I just give it all at once. And I'm still learning every day, guys. There is no playbook to life. You know what I mean? There's no playbook to what you're gonna experience tomorrow. You just you learn by experience. You have to take every day, you know, as it comes, one day at a time, guys. And we're in a different reality right now. It's a new vibration. I've called it out last year. We're in a whole different vibration. I know it's gonna be this kind of vibration with all this, you know, stuff going on in the world, but I knew something was coming. You feel me? So that's why I felt what I felt, you know, then. And with every tragedy, with every disaster or pandemic, there is an uphill. It's not going to stay this way forever, guys. So that's what's getting me through this time is that I know it's not going to last forever. I'm locked into the present moment. I know it's happening right now, but I know in the future it's not going to be like that. And remember, the future is now. You know what I'm saying? You're in the future now, like right now. Future. I'm in the future. Now, okay, I'm in the future now. I'm thinking about it. 5 seconds. Future. I thought about something that was 5 seconds ahead of me. I just jumped into the future. You feel me? Might fly my eye and poke my eye out. What's the point of getting all mad? A couple seconds later, I'm not even gonna worry about it no more. You feel me? Future. Future is now, guys. It's a he said I'm a whole character. And with all, like I said, guys, my heart goes out to all the families that lost their loved ones, you know, through this stuff. A lot of people been dying this year, you know. My heart goes out to you guys, and you know, luckily there's nobody that I know personally that's passed, so you know, I'm thankful for that. But with that being said, like I took this time to make it positive, you know, getting in shape. Like, you know, I'm getting my stomach right. If you're a dancer, if you're an entertainer, you should be making sure your foundation core is strong. Otherwise, you're going to get tired out there on the stage, or otherwise you're going to be fatigued all the time. I wake up now, guys, with a purpose to go out and I just want to do push-ups. I do push-ups. Push-ups, sit-ups, you know, work on my stomach. I want to work on things that make me glow better. You feel me? Me Trapson with some abs, that makes me glow better. What's me strengthening my arms, that's gonna make me dance better. It's gonna make me popping. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta be able to, you know what I mean, move like with more force and strength. You know what I mean? You can't be, you gotta be strong. Even Michael Jackson did this. Michael Jackson was, people don't realize, they think Michael Jackson was just a dancer. All he did was dance. He did that, but he also was exercising and strengthening up his core, his arms, legs. Why do you think he got so strong during like bad and dangerous? If you look at Victory, he was all skinny, super duper skinny, which looked cool. He was groovy and all that stuff. But by Bad Tour came around, he was more tight, he's more strong, more powerful. Like, it was like he was popping the moves out. It was like, he was on another. He tapped in. He strengthened up his core. He strengthened up his foundation, guys. So take care of your physical health, guys. Don't just dance, stretch, exercise, and then dance. Because you exercise and stretch before you dance, or in preparation of your dance or whatever, before you're gonna start realizing, damn, I can dance longer now. I can dance more powerful. I have more power in my legs. I got more power in my arms. My stamina's up. I'm feeling it more. Like, you know what I mean? So it's good to take care of your body, guys. Physical body has to be in shape, guys. You gotta, and just because you're skinny does not mean you're in shape. Let me say that again. Just because you're skinny does not mean you're in shape. Because I was skinny, for a while, and I wasn't in shape. I was skinny, and I would, get tired quick at some point, because I wasn't eating that well. So this is like 2 years ago. We was filming Traps in the my face would change. If you look at Traps in you'll see my face changes from scene to scene because I was on different diets, different days. Like some days I wasn't eating that well. My face was getting all sunken in. I'm like I'm looking like my face like real slim. You feel me? But now like my face has been like, it's kind of full and it's filling out a little bit more now, guys, because I've been eating better. And my thing was I was always scared to get fat or get husky. I can't be doing Trapson if I'm too husky. I gotta be skinny like Mike. Michael was a toothpick, but you gotta understand, you're not Michael. I'm not Michael Jackson. I'm Michael Trapson. You feel me? And I'm not this. I'm tall. I'm way taller. Like Michael Jackson may come up to like right here to me. I'm taller than Michael Jackson. You feel me? So my body physique, it's similar as far as like when you see me by myself. As far as I'm skinny, I'm thin. I'm long legs. Like in proportion, yeah. But I'm scaled up a little bit. So of course I'm gonna be bigger. I gotta have more muscle. I gotta be that guy. You feel me? So yeah. And there's nothing wrong being skinny. Like be skinny, but as long as you're skinny and you're healthy, thin. But don't, take, like I said, strengthen up those arms. If you're a man, you're like 120 pounds and you feel like you can't do 10 push-ups, that's a problem. You feel me? If you're a grown man or you're a kid, you're a teenager, you can't do 10, 15, 20 push-ups, that's a problem. You should be able to lift your own, weight, guys. You gotta carry your own weight. Just like your legs do. Walks you around, you need to be able to push your own weight up, guys. Otherwise, you're gonna be weak. And who wants to be weak in this world? You want to be strong. Not saying we want to be like Thanos. We're not trying to be Diesel. We just want to be strong enough to hold our own weight. And there's nothing more empowering than being able to, okay, I can just knock out some push-ups. I feel strong. I feel you're giving your body, what it wants. Your body wants to be strong. Your body doesn't want to be all demotivated. I don't want to do this because I'm tired. You're weak. I hate that. I had an ex-girlfriend a while ago. This is like maybe like, it was way back in the day. Not way back in the day, but like I dated her back in like 2012 to like 2015 or something like that. Anyway, long story short, she was like super skinny, super weak, and it's like. So it's like, I'm a goofy guy. You with a girl, like you a boyfriend and girlfriend. You like to play fight, play wrestle, and she always just get hurt like over nothing. Like she'll grab me and I'll just grab her back. Ow! I'm like, you're so weak. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then my next girl, she was strong. You feel me? She was stronger. She wasn't Diesel. She didn't work out. She's just naturally strong. Like, and so she would just like give me a run for my money. And she loved like the competition. You feel me? She loved to like. I like that. I want to be able to feel like if I'm somewhere, we out, whatever, or I have a problem with a female, whatever. like my girl's gonna ride for me. Just like I'm gonna ride for me. What girl wants a weak dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's gonna be skinny, or if somebody slap your girl ass, or you know you got a problem with something, so you're not gonna say nothing because you scared, because you weak. Nah, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta toughen up, bro. You gotta toughen up. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right. Good night. Good night, Michaela. Your name Michaela G. Good night. You're not allowed to play Five Chain no more. You hit him with the DDT. Yeah, guys. I'm getting see, that's cool, right? Trapson. People forget I got this Michael Jackson set right here. But yeah, my arm is getting bigger now, guys. I'm looking a little more, you know what I mean? Looking a little more, got some weight to me, guys. So like, and I'm feeling good about it. But you know, I'm not Diesel. When you see me like stand up, I'm still slim. I'm not husky. I'm slim as hell, still. And yeah, guys. But I'm gonna wrap this up. I've been on here for over an hour. It's been a very productive night talking to you guys. I was only supposed to go on here for like 25 minutes. I always say this, but I was only supposed to go on here for a little bit. I was just want to see how it looked, because I'm gonna record a video and I want to get that done before it gets too late and I get too tired and I get demotivated. I got a whole script I gotta go through and just knock this out. So let me get this done, guys. I love you. I plan to get these videos uploaded within the next few days. You know, I have to do this crazy process of like, I don't know what's up with these computers over here. I have to do this process of airdropping and then converting files, and it's so much. And that's another thing, guys. I have to do all this stuff just to edit the video right now. I can't. I missed my station where I could just airdrop it. Now it's on my computer, edit the video, send it out. Now I have to go to my cousin's computer, airdrop it, then like send it to a flash drive to get on my computer, because my laptop is super old that I'm carrying with me. This is my backup laptop, just in case I want to go. You know, I don't want to bring the big boys out when I fly. So I'm like, damn, yeah, I got this old laptop, old Mac, but it doesn't have AirDrop. So I have to go to my cousin's, get the flash drive, put it on my computer. Then for some reason those files are not even reading on my computer, so I have to convert them. All these files just to edit a video. I'm like, God, I'm doing more work. I'm doing more work to get the videos on my computer than I'm actually editing the video itself. That's ridiculous. That can be demotivating. That's another thing that was kind of draining. I'm like, God damn, I'm just doing a reaction video and it's taking me forever. You know? So that's what I'm saying. Be patient with me, guys. I don't have all the tools that I would like to have to do the videos that I want you guys to see. So, like I said, I'm gonna get off here. Let me get this video done like I'm talking about. I love you guys. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay positive. Thank you for tuning in with me tonight. You know, it's random glow check-in. Like I said, stay healthy. Meditate. Do something for me tomorrow when you go, wake up, go on YouTube, whatever, or just, you know, if you know how to meditate already, just meditate, and before you start your day, I'm trying to tell you, it'll make your day a whole lot better. So, like I said, guys, stay groovy, stay groovy. I said stay groovy. Stay groovy, guys. I love you. And Simona, who? Always.